Hello, my name is Yulia. I'm a former Fulbright fellow from Ukraine, and this is my YouTube channel where I interview Fulbrighters from all over the world. Today I'm interviewing Nasim. He is a Fulbrighter from Afghanistan, and he just graduated from Western Michigan University. Hello, Nasim. Please introduce yourself and tell more about yourself.
Hi, Yulia. My name is Nasim Gholamzadah. I'm a Fulbright fellow from Afghanistan. I study international development administration here at Western Michigan University. I came here in 2016, so my program is almost finished and I'm done with my graduate study.
And how you decided to apply for Fulbright and what you were doing before that?
Well, I was in the American University of Afghanistan. That a team of Fulbright team came to Afghanistan to American University, and they encouraged us to apply for Fulbright. So it was that time that I realized that there is a great opportunity for people who are interested to study master degree at US. So I applied in 2013, but I couldn't get. I was already nominee. I couldn't get into the program, and again after 2 years in 2015, I applied again, and I was selected as a finalist. And that time I was working as a grants officer with a company called Mobi Group in Afghanistan, which is a media company. So I had some time after graduation and some experience, and then I was able to get in.
I see. And do you remember what you were asked at Fulbright interview first and the second time?
Yeah. Well, for me, Fulbright interview was mainly similar to the essays, were mainly in two categories, two parts. One part of the questions were all about my personal life and achievements. It was about who am I basically, and then how where I grew up and what I did in order to develop my personal ability and to accomplish education. The second type of questions were about my study objective. So it was mainly about what am I going to study, and then why they should select me as a Fulbrighter, and how can I help the country after I graduate. So I think they are similar for many people. You know, there's like the balance between who you are and what you want to do after graduation would be the question.
I see. And you've just graduated, so what's your plan now?
Well, I have a long-term plan, which is getting to a PhD program. But I also want to go back to Afghanistan to fulfill the commitment of 2 years serving the country as a Fulbrighter. So I'm in few days I will leave US. I will be back in Afghanistan to work. There are many opportunities for Fulbrighters. So I might go back to the previous job or look for another opportunities. Depends on situation. But I like to work in development area to help my country in terms of policies, strategies, or in terms of scholarly work, in terms of research and art scholarly work.
Please tell more about, you said that there are a lot of opportunities for Fulbrighters. So is the program famous in Afghanistan, and is it like there are like some benefits for you now?
Yes, the program is very famous in Afghanistan. Since 2004, I think the program restarted in Afghanistan. At the beginning, it was not very big program, but since last few years, it has been one of the biggest Fulbright program in the world. We have 80 Fulbright scholars
Wow.
each year coming to the United States to study for master's degree. We also have few opportunity for PhD scholars. A lot of people knows about Fulbright, and people are quite interested about getting to Fulbright program.
And since you said that there are so many people selected every year, I know that in some countries that send a lot of Fulbrighters, they are required to take GRE before applying. Do you have something like that, or you just file application online and that's it?
Well, the requirement is only TOEFL score. So,
Okay.
like when you apply for Fulbright, you submit your TOEFL scores, you submit your essays, and fulfill the application form. But after you get the scholarship, then they ask you to repeat TOEFL, and then you ask you to take the GRE exam as well.
Okay. And just in our case, they did not require taking any tests before application. And now I learned that in some countries they ask either for TOEFL or for GRE.
Right.
So we took them after we were already selected, either finalists or alternate. So that's interesting. That is different.
Yeah.
What were your expectations when you were coming here, and were they completely met? Let's start with academic expectations.
I had made basically two categories of expectation. One, I was expecting to, in terms of professional and academic knowledge-based achievement, I was expecting to have a good education, to have chance to get connected to other Fulbright scholars, to know a lot of professors, and students from around the world. So that expectation is exceeded. So I'm quite happy with that. In terms that international development is a very competitive program here at Western Michigan University, and I feel confident that I learned a lot of stuff here that can help me in my professional career. The second expectation was in terms of my interpersonal skills, the ability to communicate openly with other people with different cultures. So in that terms also, I had very good opportunity. The Fulbright program have provided a lot of chances to mix with other culture, to learn from other people, and to share your own culture as well. So quite happy. It was a good program for both expectations.
Great.
Yeah.
And what about cultural expectations? Like after being here for 2 years, can you say that it was exactly the way you pictured it in your head, like the United States and studying here?
Culturally, US is much more diverse than I thought it would be. The people are much more tolerant towards other people. So it is different, but it's different in a positive way. And when I came here, I was expecting that I might face some limitation in terms of getting involved with other people, or in terms of what stereotype they might have with someone coming from Afghanistan. So, but I'm quite happy. People are much more open here. People are kind, supportive. It's a good society to get involved and to practice all this cultural norms and differences.
I see. And since you came from the country which is definitely very well known by Americans,
Yeah.
Unfortunately not in the West, not in the best way. How does it feel to be here and to talk to people, introduce yourself, and like have you ever encountered any I don't know, bad experience or weird stereotypes, or how did it feel?
Well, being an Afghan is not easy, so it's difficult inside Afghanistan and it's difficult outside Afghanistan. That's very unfortunate, but I didn't have bad experience. I was just shocked that people doesn't know much about Afghanistan. So there are two categories of people in US, that normal people, they don't know much about other countries and they don't care about like knowing and going in details because they are in touch with many people in different societies. So they don't want to spend a lot of time, going to details about other countries. But there are other people who are elite, and those people, they feel that they know too much about other countries, and that's also not true. And I have seen comments from them, and I have experienced, discussions with them that I feel that they need to know more about Afghanistan.
I see.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And do you have a chance to present your country here whilst you're studying, like at any, I don't know, cultural events on campus or just in everyday life?
Yes, I do. Because I study international development, I first of all I have a lot of chance to present my culture in classes. So most of the essay I'm writing are about Afghanistan. So most of the discussion I contribute are about like Afghanistan and how we live in Afghanistan from cultural perspective, from norms, and from diversity of my society. Then there are also other opportunities in terms of events and seminars and conferences. Like a few days ago, we had gathering, an event in Chicago. It was about Afghanistan's conception and misconception. So we presented Afghanistan and we talk about what people might have, what misconception people might have about Afghanistan. So there are opportunities.
And I think, like in the time when you came, Afghani Fulbrighters at Western actually started the Afghani organization, right?
Yeah, we have a student organization here at Western Michigan University, and one of the reasons is that we want to fulfill the demand which our people have from Fulbrighters to present Afghani culture around the world and to introduce that Afghanistan is not about the war, everything, and we have a rich culture that can contribute to other society and teach them a lot of stuff. So we have events gathering. We attended international festival here. We had our own cultures, posters, our national foods, and national clothes. We also had opportunity to celebrate New Year, Nowruz, we call it. So we invited a lot of people on that. There are many other opportunities which we would like to attend and we would like to present our culture.
Cool. It was amazing that I think the organization basically founded by just Fulbrighters, and there are so many of you that you teamed up and you've done that so quickly. And what being a Fulbrighter means for you?
Well, being Fulbrighters is like, it was my dream and I like it. It's not just only about education, but it's about connection and experience you get. Like here at Western Michigan University, we have Fulbright Organization for a Student, Fulbright Student Organization, FSO, which consists of 40 to 50 Fulbright scholars. So that's a great opportunity. We are like a family, we invite each other to their places. We have around the world presentation. We present our country. We travel together. We celebrate together. And we help each other in difficulties. So this is one aspect of being Fulbrighters. The other one is in terms of professional network back in the country. We have Fulbright Association back in Afghanistan, which has 400, 500 Fulbrighters members. So they also help us in terms of finding job opportunities, in terms of knowing each other, in terms of supporting each other in professional and personal matters. So being Fulbrighters can help you professionally. It also helps you personally in terms that you know a lot of people and you enrich yourself with different cultures.
Great. And what would you advise to future Fulbrighters, for people who are applying for Fulbright scholarship, what they should or should not do, for example, or how they should present themselves during the application process?
I think it's very clear for Fulbright panels that when they see a person sitting there, they know that this person knows what he or she is doing or not. So if it's not clear for you that what you want to do after graduation, what you want to study, and why you want to study, you probably won't end up not getting Fulbright scholarship. But if you know that, and if you are confident about that, and if you love what you are going to study, and if your plan is clear for future that what you want to do and how can you help the society with that, it's easier to get Fulbright scholarship. It is also about contribution before getting the Fulbright scholarship. So they see how much you love to share your accomplishment with others, how much you want to share your time with others, how much you would like to contribute to society. So those who are interested to get Fulbright scholarship, so they can volunteer to different activities, they can help other people, they can do internship in different organization and build this professional link to their study, and also shows that they are a good person and they would like to help the society after getting Fulbright scholarship.
That was a great advice, and I think you said it like very shortly, very specifically. That was very important and to the point, I think. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming today, and it was a pleasure to talk to you, Nasim. I wish you all best with all your future plans in Afghanistan and with your PhD. So good luck with that. And thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any questions to me or to Nasim, you're welcome to comment under this video, or I will add links to the social media where you can reach me or him out. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to do not miss the next ones. Thank you. Thank you, Nasim, again.